Howdy, Mike McCoy here. Boy, it's cold on this hill. It has been cold for all this year. It's everything froze up. I'd be afraid to start anything down there at that sawmill for it's cold. All I've done ever since the first of the year, I've been either on Facebook or laying around the house. Had to do a little book work. Just basically anything to keep from going outside. Mother, on the other hand, she goes out there every chance she gets. She can't stay out long. Freddie is cold. Yesterday we went to the grocery store and she was about to skin me for sneaking stuff in the buggy. If you're in the grocery store, you need to get something to eat, so I look at it. And I spent a lot of time on Facebook. And about the only thing I've figured out on Facebook is politics is awful, and if you're young, you're worthless. It seems like every other thing's on there about some young person, a purple hair and nose rings in. They're showing him beside maybe a World War II vet of storming Normandy Beach, and you know, I don't think that's a fair comparison. I really don't. There's a lot of really good young people in this country. I think we're in good hands. I really do. There's a young fella I know. He's about 33. And he's done spent a year in France and 2 years in Togo, doctoring the sick and afflicted. And now he's working at a local hospital here. He's a doctor. And I promise you, he's as good as they come. You know, he's a young guy. I know a young lawyer that saved me a bunch of money. And I've got socks older than he is, but that don't take away from the fact that man's as sharp as a tack. A lot of these young fellers gets out and works. Les Digg made the prank call to Logger Wade the other day. The first words out of Logger's mouth about Stevie is he's here with bells on, you know. These young people get out and work. And a lot of these young loggers, I mean, they get out there and work just like dogs, you know. You can't take nothing away from them. But, you know, I reckon that's old people's favorite pastime. When I worked at Sales Bleachery, I was the youngest millwright ever hired there. And the closest one to my age was probably at least 20 years different, you know. It was all older people now. It was all time down in the younger generation and all that stuff. And I'm talking about how hard they worked back when they was boys, you know. Well, I've got a feeling if a man don't work hard now, he didn't work hard when he was young, you know. And I'd listen to that bull as long as I could stand. And I'd say, yeah, back when I was a boy, I'd plow 16 hours a day. Granny would pull in the plow. Just make fun of them. Make them so bad they could die. But, you know, people's people. And I remember when I was a kid when 61 Chevrolets come out. The neighbor bought one. That thing red and white. Just pretty as it could be. We was all out the store and people was oohing and awing at it, you know. One of them old fellas said, why these new cars ain't worth nothing. Said, metal on them is just like a tin can. Said, them older cars is way better. Said, well, my 55 Chevrolet's got more metal than that thing'd ever start to have. You know, and they're saying the same thing today. I mean, people that's my age is saying the same thing them people is saying 50 years ago. It don't change. Just talk about how sorry the young people is. I think we're in good hands. I really do. I'd like to see a lot of these young people in Washington and in politics. I think we need some young blood in that. Them old people up there, they ain't showing me much. And I think some of these younger ideas would probably go pretty good. And naturally the greasy wheel gets the grease, and a lot of these young people's out protesting and stuff, and that's the ones you see. But for everyone's out there protesting, there's 10 behind the scenes that's working, trying to raise a family, do what's right, I think. So that's just my thoughts on the situation, you know. But I need to get some warm weather where we can get down there and work, and I won't be watching all this Facebook stuff and getting all upset and hollering, "Get out of my yard, you young people." But me and some old boy this morning is going back and forth over this foolishness. I mean, just old men arguing's all it is. And that's about what it's got down to. It's just a bunch of old men arguing back and forth. Anywhere from here at my eating table all the way to Washington, D.C. They ain't got an original idea in their head. They're just arguing. And that's getting a little tiresome to me, anyway. But they either love Trump or hate Trump. Or, you know, it seems to be like we need to take care of our party. And I thought we were supposed to take care of the United States, you know. That party ain't going to do much for you, but this country will keep you fed and safe if you treat it right. What do I know? I'm just an old man rambling on today. But I think we're in good hands with the young people. And I think the young people will probably do a whole lot more than this last bunch has done to get us out of this mess. This country needs jobs. It needs a good job. And if there's more people working, there'd be less people protesting, I think. That's just me, you know. What do I know? Nothing. But I do know it's cold, and I do know I want to see some warm weather. I reckon it's cold plumb down into Florida. I think Mother said it's like 20-something degrees down in Tallahassee. You get in Florida and it's cold down there, it's the coldest place you'd ever be in your life. So I ain't going there. But I don't know. It'll all be all right. It'll work out for the best. Get the old sawmill running, make a little sawdust, make a little money. Speaking of money, I gotta go pay my taxes today or tomorrow. Probably wait till tomorrow. That's something I don't look forward to, but you gotta do. I think I've done got my Buncombe County taxes paid. Well, I know what I'm doing. I gotta pay my Madison. So and this goes along with it. Now we gotta start the book work for 2017, how much we made and how much we lost and all that stuff. And I absolutely hate doing that, but now Mother does most of that. So, but it's just that time of year where it's cold and you just have to pick your days to work. And you go stir crazy in the house. Mother's been a washing and a cleaning and a mopping and a carrying on. I can't even get in the living room. But I know better than the crosser. I said something about going to pay her taxes. She said, "We ain't going today." I said, "Oh, okay. I thought we was." The old pickup truck wouldn't start. The battery's dead on it this morning. It's cold weather's hard on everything. And that boy of mine, he's down there next to Charleston and Columbia and all that, and I reckon they're supposed to get a bunch of snow. So he may be snowbound. I don't know. I told him, I said, "Well, that truck you drive's got wheels on to run on the railroad. Just get on the rail and follow a train and you will miss all that traffic." But that's about what I've been up to. Hope y'all's having a good time. Logger Wade looked like he had a good time down in Florida. Disney World or Land or whatever it is. I deviled that boy of mine about going down there. They was going to go last year, year before, take his motor home down there, but something went wrong. I don't know. It may be too stingy. I don't know what it is. But him young'uns, he'll enjoy seeing that. That's what that is for young'uns down there. I wouldn't go down there if they paid me. But that's about where that's at. So, just Stay warm. Don't work too hard. You have to work a little bit to stay warm if you're out in this. But don't get frostbite. And talk at you later. Bye.